Yeah, this dude's dead. He snitched and lost. Hey, how you snitch and you don't get the dude locked up?
Career for the past 3
He's
weeks.
sorry as hell.
Thank y'all for saving my life. You're making the right decision. From the beginning, the prosecution's...
That sounds like a guilty nigga, chat. Thank y'all for saving my life. Y'all made the right decision. Like, chat, let's put this in a different context. Hold on. Thank y'all for saving my life. You're making the right decision. Stupid niggas. I got them off that charge. You know damn well I shot that nigga. They would just have some bad lawyers. But I got away though. Bro, he's like Yagami and y'all, bro. Come on, man.
Now, A$AP Rocky just beat the case he went to trial for. But how did he manage to walk free despite the allegations? This case has been one of the most high-profile trials in hip-hop recently. I actually made a video on it over 2 weeks ago, covering the charges, the courtroom drama,
Yeah,
and the stakes for
yeah,
Rocky.
this dude's dead. He snitched and lost. Hey, how you snitch and you don't get the dude locked up?
Career. For the past 3
He's
weeks,
sorry
the
as
tension
hell.
has been at an all-time high. After all, we're talking about A$AP Rocky, a very popular rapper in hip-hop. And on top of that, his wife is Rihanna, one of the most famous musicians on the planet.
Every boy had a Rihanna phase. Everybody.
Who also happens to
that big ass forehead. Oh, he's in a river somewhere. Oh yeah, he's dead. Oh, trust me, he's dead.
be a billionaire. So with all eyes on Rocky, how did
Bro,
he
look
manage
at
to beat
this.
these serious charges? Let's break it down. This is what A$AP Rocky, whose real
He
name is
definitely
Terrell.
did that shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry he did that. Look at his reaction when he won, bro. I know you're facing 10 to 25, right? It's not 25 to life. It's like 10 to 25. I understand the pressure. But OJ didn't react like this.
Efron was claiming. According to
This is
Riley, the
hilarious.
incident took place on November 6, 2021 at around 10:20 p.m. near Vista Del Mar and Selma Avenue in Los Angeles. What started as a conversation between two former friends, Rocky and Riley, both longtime members of the A$AP mob, quickly turned into something much more serious. The two had reportedly been friends for over 14 years, but the tension between them had been building up for some time. That night, they allegedly agreed to meet near the W Hotel on Hollywood Boulevard to talk things out. Now, what happened that night? Well, according to Riley's claims, the meeting escalated quickly. Surveillance footage shows that when Riley arrived, Rocky was already waiting for him, accompanied by two individuals identified as A$AP Ills and A$AP 12. Riley alleged that Rocky immediately became aggressive, confronting him and grabbing him by the collar of his sweatshirt. Ills attempted to break things up, trying to de-escalate the situation, but things only got worse. Then came the most serious allegation. Riley claimed that A$AP Rocky pulled out a black semi-automatic handgun and pressed it against his chest and threatened to kill him. Riley stated that after the
Bro, there's
initial
too many. I don't know all of them. I don't even know half of them no more. I don't know who's in A$AP. I don't know who A$AP, who not A$AP, because they ain't dropped nothing in 5 years. I don't know anybody A$AP besides Ferg nowadays.
Rocky put the gun back in his
Yes, I'm a
waistband and
casual.
walked
I really
away.
do not know.
Riley continued to follow him, still trying to resolve the issue. That's when, according to Riley, Rocky turned around and fired a shot at him from approximately 16 feet away. Riley said that he then felt a sudden pain in his left hand and realized his knuckles had been grazed by a bullet. After the shot was fired, surveillance footage allegedly captured Rocky fleeing the scene with
What the
A$AP
fuck is it,
following
A$AP
close
Ills?
behind. Now, in
What the
court,
fuck is it, A$AP Relly? What the hell is it, A$AP Twizzy? 20? What is his name? Bro, who are these dudes?
prosecutors argue that surveillance footage backed up parts
Old
of
as
Riley's
hell.
version of
Bro, this is YBG Don, bro. A$AP, bro, you're 35.
events,
Not even.
showing the physical
Probably
altercation
40.
and Riley moving behind, one of A$AP Rocky's
I'm about some
associates to
A$AP.
shield
A$AP
himself.
DeMarcus,
Cameras
bro,
on
this
Vista
is
Del Mar
ridiculous.
Avenue capture the sound of
They
two
probably got
gunshots,
A$AP
further
Black.
supporting the claim
I'm about to be an
shots were
A$AP
in fact
soon.
fired. We're gonna get to the contradiction of that later on, okay? Riley then provided 2 cartridge casings to the police, which he claimed he found at the scene about 52 minutes after the shooting. Based on this, prosecutors argued that there was enough evidence to proceed with the case, alleging that A$AP Rocky was guilty of assault with a firearm.
Find the defendant. Rakeem
Okay,
Mavis.
look at this dude reaction. There's no way an innocent man has this reaction. There's just no way. There's just no way.
Rakeem Mavis. Not guilty.
Oh, you didn't
So
show
those
the
were the
whole
charges.
thing. I'm showing it. I'm showing it. Yo, that's the funniest thing ever, bro. Get home ASAP, ASAP. Yo. Trump was funny for that tweet, bro. Look at this nigga, man. Yo, You could have did the cool Young Thug thing when he was with his lawyer, just a little, you know, that's not, because Thug probably did that shit too, but he made it clean, so he ain't do it. Bro, look at his reaction, bro. That's why I know he did this shit. Stupid ass. I know that judge hot as. Yo, the lawyer like, you can't be doing that. You messing up the job, gang. Man. Yo, it's stupid as hell, boy. ASAP already had his buck bait picked out. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, how did he get away with that, bro? Jay-Z paid off somebody. There ain't no way.
Okay, and all this was based on ASAP Relly's claims. And this is what made this case so significant, right? Relly's testimony was the prosecution's strongest piece of evidence. In fact, his account of events made up the bulk of the argument against Rocky. With no physical injuries beyond a graze wound and no recovered firearm, the entire case essentially depended on whether or not the jury believed Relly's story. And that's something I wasn't really able to see initially when I dove into the story. But as the trial continued, it was evidently clear that ASAP Relly was a horrible witness. The court essentially saw him as a combative, evasive, and not so credible witness overall. Now, ASAP Rocky's defense tailored their story based on the evidence, which was the following: a grainy video showing that ASAP Rocky appeared to use a firearm.
Not yet. You gotta wait, because you can't. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you kill him too early, it make you look suspicious. You gotta. Listen, I watched enough mobs. I watched enough mob and mafia movies to know you gotta wait. You gotta wait. The thing just happened today. You just gotta wait. Now, his life is a ticking time bomb. He probably got like 5 years left, or he gonna have to move to like Nicaragua. He gonna have to move somewhere you can't find a dude.
Arm was used, and that ASAP Rocky intentionally fired at Relly during their altercation. They relied heavily on Relly's testimony, where he in fact claimed that Rocky pointed a gun at him before walking away. When he shouted at Rocky, Rocky allegedly pulled the gun again and held it in the air. On top of that, a woman testified that she witnessed the shooting from the 7th floor of an apartment building. She said she saw a man fire a gun and then noticed someone go down. However, she wasn't sure if anyone was actually hit, which created some ambiguity in her testimony. And the prosecution, they presented the case as a clear-cut shooting incident, arguing that Rocky fired a real gun at Relly even though they never presented an actual firearm as evidence. Now, the defense countered this argument by pointing out a major contradiction. If the prosecution was so confident that Rocky used a real gun, then where the hell was the damn gun? Their case relied on a different narrative. ASAP 12, who was with Rocky that night, testified that the gun was a prop from a music video set and that it only fired blanks. Another
Rocky's not dropping any music. That was a real gun.
defense witness also stated that Relly knew the gun was fake and that the incident had been blown out of proportion. Defense attorney suggested that Relly exaggerated the story for financial gain as he was pursuing a civil lawsuit against Rocky. In an unexpected move, Rocky's own lawyer, Joe Tacopina, admitted that Rocky was in fact the one caught on camera firing shots, but rather than denying it, the defense ended up flipping the argument, saying that the gun was a prop, okay, and not a real firearm.
Wait a minute. Let's read that again. Defense attorney Joe Tacopina, however, contended that Rocky was defending himself after Efron attacked him on the street. Just before trial, Tacopina admitted Rocky was the person caught on camera shooting at Efron, but insisted the weapon was a prop gun Rocky took off the set of a music video he filmed with Rihanna. Unless they were filming a Bonnie and Clyde music video, come on, y'all.
The argument, saying that the gun was a prop, okay, and not a real firearm, a key distinction that could change how the jury saw the case. At the heart of this trial was one major contradiction, and the defense finessed it to their advantage. The prosecution swore up and down that Rocky used a real gun, claiming that he intentionally fired at Relly. But here's the problem: they never found a gun. No weapon, no forensic proof, nothing. With no firearm present in court, no forensic evidence proving real bullets were fired, and two completely different stories, the jury had just enough reasonable doubt. And this is where the narrative flipped entirely, because Relly wasn't just seen as a victim anymore. He started looking like someone trying to play the system for his own benefit. The more the trial progressed, the more his claims started to lose weight. The prosecution had built their entire case around his testimony, but as each day passed, it became crystal clear that words alone weren't enough to convict Rocky, because the gun was never found. The physical proof of a shooting didn't exist.
What is
And
on
then
your
the
head,
witnesses
gang?
who confirmed a real firearm was used, that was only Relly, right? And the defense ended up taking full advantage of this. They didn't need to make the jury believe Rocky did nothing wrong. They just had to make them question if the prosecution had truly proven their case, which they hadn't, and it was all based on what one guy said. And that's when they acknowledged that Rocky fired a weapon, but you know, they reframed the entire situation. Instead of denying the event altogether, they painted it as something entirely different than what Relly claimed. A prop gun, a misunderstanding.
And they got away with it.
Accusation made worse by personal motives.
He better than
specifically
Cochran.
Relly's civil
No, he
lawsuit
not.
against Rocky. And at that point, the case wasn't just about whether a shot was fired. It was about whether the jury could be certain that Rocky fired a real gun. And with every unanswered question, that certainly kept slipping away. And the prosecution, they were running out of ground to stand on. Without a weapon, without bullet casings, and without corroborating evidence beyond one man's word, their case had no foundation at all. And by the way, those supposed bullet casings Relly claimed to have found, that was another major problem, okay? He actually ended up taking 2 days before reporting the incident to authorities. And when he finally did, he brought with him 2 shell casings that he said he retrieved from the scene. But he
Why would you retrieve? Yeah, you lost right there. Why would you retrieve crime evidence from the scene? Are you dumb? Don't be dumb. Oh, no wonder that's his album title. Bro, he look like a fish right here.
Here was the issue, right? When police responded to the initial reports of a shooting, they didn't find any shell casings at all. Relly claimed he returned hours later with his girlfriend and knew exactly where to look, but there was zero surveillance footage to support that claim. And then there was the medical situation. Relly was never admitted to a hospital in Los Angeles after the alleged shooting. Instead, he flew back to New York and sought treatment after the fact, something that made his injury seem less urgent and more questionable.
No wonder you lost.
At that point, the defense flipped it on him completely, suggesting that he planted the shell casings to frame Rocky. And with all these inconsistencies, the prosecution's case wasn't adding up, and that's all it took. Because the jury wasn't asked to determine what probably happened. They were asked to decide whether Rocky was guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And with every hole in the prosecution's case, that doubt became impossible to ignore. We did have one surveillance camera that picked up gunshots, but only the sound, no visuals. Another partially caught a scuffle before the shooting, but nothing was conclusive. The main footage, blurry, distant, and far from definitive. There also was text messages, and these were reviewed by the court. It was messages Relly had sent before and after the incident, where he seemed more focused on getting paid than seeing Rocky prosecuted. But when confronted about this, Relly claimed that the messages were fake. At that point, the prosecution
Well, we in 2025. Are you serious?
case were falling apart. Nothing was airtight, just claims, contradictions, and missing evidence. And just like that, it was over. After weeks of testimony, A$AP Rocky was found not guilty on all charges. When the not guilty verdict was delivered, the packed courtroom erupted, and Rocky was very happy, telling the jury as they left, "Thank y'all for saving my life. You're making the right decision. From the beginning, the prosecution's..."
That sounds like a guilty nigga, chat. Thank y'all for saving my life. Y'all made the right decision. Like, chat, let's put this in a different context. Hold on. Thank y'all for saving my life. You're making the right decision. Stupid niggas. I got them off that charge. You know damn well I shot that nigga. They just have some bad lawyers. But I got away though. Bro, he's like Yagami y'all. Come on, man.
As they left, "Thank y'all for saving my life. You're making the right decision." From the beginning,
that was light
prosecution's
Yagami,
case
bro.
was shaky at best because no gun was ever recovered. No forensics tied Rocky to a real firearm. The only direct witness against him was Relly, who had a pending lawsuit against him. And when the defense got Relly caught up in multiple contradictions, it was a wrap. Even the prosecution seemed to lose faith in their case, throwing in a last-minute plea deal that would have sent Rocky to jail for just 6 months. A weak offer considering they were originally
6
pushing for
months?
20 years. Rocky laughed it off and took his chances in court, and it ended up working for him. With this trial behind him, Rocky's wasted no time moving forward. He's set to drop his first solo album since 2018. He's headlining Rolling Loud and is even starring in a Spike Lee film later this year.
6-7 years, bro.
Was left
6-7 years. 7 years now. He ain't dropped nothing in 7 years.
Claiming that fame didn't put Rocky above the law, but at the end of the day,
well,
the
he
jury
did,
simply
but
didn't believe
y'all know
it.
what I mean.
I didn't honestly think this was going to be the outcome at first, but looking back, it actually makes sense, right? Relly was a terrible witness, like terrible, unreliable,
trash.
emotional, and completely
Actually trash,
lacking
chat.
self-control. At one point, by the way, he even snapped at Rocky's lawyer in court, saying, "You're annoying."
Yo, you're annoying, bro. Just come on. We didn't even get to the case. What are we doing here?
Are you like that?
This, chat, is what we call a stupid nigga. This is what we call him, chat.
Stop. Are you keeping up with the question?
I can't keep up with him. I can't take him serious.
No.
And just think about that for a second. This is the same guy claiming that Rocky shot him. Instead of keeping his composure, he's lashing out like a little baby in the middle of a serious trial. Because believe it or not, when it comes to cases like this, credibility matters just as much as evidence. If the jury doesn't believe you, you've already lost. Meanwhile, Rocky, he sat there composed, professional, never letting the accusation shake him. And when you put that next to Relly acting out in court like a little baby, it only made the jury's decision even easier.
Okay, I like how he did that and put Lil Baby up there. I like how he did that.
ASAP Rocky ended up beating the case. Any thoughts on this topic? Don't forget to drop a like on this video for the algorithm.
Yeah, Rocky did that shit, but guess what? The other nigga's sorry. I'm sorry, bro. The only reason why I'm saying he did that reaction at the end, he got it. That's the only evidence I needed. I'll be like, bro, if I was the jury and I saw that reaction, I'd be like, damn. Oh, well, he dropped him. Don't be dumb. Like, that other, I'm not gonna lie. Rocky, you should have finished the job.